Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my separate MUE channel. And today I'm going to be talking about tipping. Now, this is, of course, tipping your servers at restaurants, your waiters and waitresses. And I know that some of you do not like it, and that some people in that group that do not like it absolutely despise it. Now, I work in a restaurant myself, so trust me whenever I say this, but those waiters and waitresses really, really need your tips. Now, whether they are being underpaid or not is a different deal. Well, it's still the same thing, but whether they're not getting underpaid, but whether they're getting underpaid or not, you should still tip the waiter or waitress. I mean, yes, it is expected. I know that, but you should do it anyway. Even if the waiter or waitress didn't really do a good job in your eyes, if the service is good or the food is good, then that can be your justification for tipping in case you do need that justification of the waiter or waitress, the server. Oh, they did a good job, so I'm going to tip them. You shouldn't be like, oh, well, they did a terrible job. I'm not going to tip them. They don't deserve any of my money from my pocket. Or, well, they don't deserve any more of my money from my pocket. They don't deserve a tip. You know? You should just have the mindset of, like, oh, well, the food was good, so even though the service wasn't the best, the food was good, so you that, but I say tip at least the 15% that you are supposed to, and it will really help out the servers. Well, waiters, waitresses, whatever you want to say. I say servers, or well, I refer to them as servers because that's what they're called at the restaurant that I work at. But you can refer to them whatever you want to, and that's why I've been using them interchangeably. But the servers, or the waiters, or the waitresses, whichever you prefer, really do need it. Believe it or not, they do need it. And just as I said, even if they're not uh, being underpaid or getting underpaid by their boss, you really should leave a tip. And for that reason, whenever I try to eat out, I try to leave 20%. I try to leave 20% based on the fact that I know that some people tip less or not at all, which is terrible. It's just, I just don't like it whenever people don't tip at all, by the way. I think it's a very, I think it's just a dick move, quite frankly. And also, I try to tip 20% based on the fact that it's a lot simpler for me to calculate 20% than it is 15%. I can do it quicker. It's not even a word. I can do it quicker in my head, and it's just nicer to leave a bigger tip based on the fact that eventually restaurants will tab you as a guy that doesn't tip or girl that doesn't tip or as a person that doesn't tip, and they will not want to serve you. Some people will not want to serve you because you will not leave them a tip or a good enough tip. And I know that might seem crazy for someone to demand 15% and that someone would not serve you if you would not leave 15% or anything at all, but hey, I mean, if you don't, I mean, just be a nice guy. Let's settle this like adults. Just tip, please. Just tip. Whether it be 15%, 20%, 25%, I don't care how much you tip. Just tip the 15% at least. So yes, guys, I do believe that will do it for this video on my separate MUE channel. And yeah, my message for you today is remember to tip.